Chosen one, pause everything and give me your full attention, because what you are hearing right now is not meant to be background noise. This is not something to half listen to while your mind drifts somewhere else. This moment is intentional. There is a reason you stopped here, a reason these words found you, and a reason your spirit feels alert as you read this. Within the next 24 hours, something has already been set in motion, and whether you recognize it or miss it depends on how present you are right now. Someone is being sent into your life, not symbolically, not figuratively, not as a vague idea or distant possibility. A real person, in real time, is going to cross your path. And when they do, the direction of your life begins to change. This is not hype. This is not exaggeration. This is preparation. If you treat this like just another video, if you scroll past or dismiss it as coincidence, you may still experience the meeting, but you will not understand its weight. And misunderstanding causes people to mishandle what was meant to elevate them. Right now, there is a divine assignment in motion. A person has been positioned, timed, and prepared to intersect with your life. They believe they are acting on their own decision. They think they are following instinct, curiosity, routine, or circumstance. But what they cannot see is that every step has been guided. Every delay, every detour, every frustration in their life has been steering them toward this moment. And at the same time, your life has been quietly rearranged to receive them. This person is not someone from your past, returning to reopen old wounds. They are not an unresolved connection resurfacing. They are not someone who once overlooked you, suddenly realizing your value. This is someone new. Someone who has never crossed your path before. Someone prepared in a completely different environment, shaped by different challenges, carrying different insight. Yet all of it has been designed to align with what you carry. What you have been through and what they have been through were never separate stories. They were parallel preparations moving toward one intersection point. Do not rush to label this connection. Do not immediately assume it is romantic, because it may not be. It could be, but it could also be strategic. This person could be a mentor, a collaborator, a messenger, or a key holder. They may speak one sentence that reframes your entire season. They may introduce you to an opportunity you could not access on your own. They may confirm something you have doubted for years. The category of the relationship matters less than the assignment attached to it. What matters is this: they are carrying something meant specifically for you, and you are carrying something meant specifically for them. Separately, both of you are effective. Together, acceleration happens. Momentum is released. Progress that would have taken years begins to compress into months. This is why timing is critical. This is why readiness matters. If something in you feels stirred right now, if your attention sharpened, if your heart rate subtly shifted, if your spirit leaned forward, that is not imagination. That is recognition. That is your inner awareness responding to alignment. And alignment always announces itself before manifestation. If you feel that readiness rising, acknowledge it. Agreement opens doors. Resistance delays them. Everything you have been through recently has been part of this preparation, even the parts that did not make sense. Relationships that ended were not losses. They were clearings. Doors that closed were not rejections. They were protections. Disappointments were not punishments. They were refinements. You were being trained to recognize depth instead of surface, alignment instead of availability, assignment instead of attachment. The loneliness you endured was not abandonment. It was training. You were being taught to value genuine connection over constant connection. You were being shown how to stand whole on your own, so you would not approach this encounter from desperation. Because desperation causes people to cling, and clinging distorts divine connections. You needed to learn how to be complete before collaboration could be trusted. You may have felt restless lately, unable to fully settle, sensing that something was coming, but unable to name it. That feeling is not anxiety. It is anticipation. Your spirit knows before your mind understands. You have been standing at the edge of a shift, feeling the pressure of transition without yet seeing the doorway. That pressure is not meant to break you. It is meant to prepare you. This encounter is not the reward. It is the catalyst. It is the spark that sets other things in motion. That is why you had to be strengthened first. Endurance was built in you, because what follows requires stability. Discernment was sharpened because not every opportunity after this will be clean or obvious. Emotional maturity was developed because this connection must be stewarded, not rushed or idolized. Within the next 24 hours, your routine is going to be interrupted in a way that seems small on the surface. A conversation, an introduction, a moment you could easily dismiss if you are not paying attention. But if you are present, if you are aware, you will feel it. Something will register. Something will shift internally. And that is your signal. This is why you cannot go on autopilot. This is why you must stay awake in your awareness. The extraordinary often arrives disguised as ordinary. Divine moments rarely announce themselves loudly. They slip in quietly and reveal their significance over time. Those who are distracted miss them. Those who are cynical dismiss them. Those who are present receive them. You are not being asked to force anything. You are not being asked to chase anyone. You are being asked to stay open, attentive, and grounded. The meeting has already been scheduled. Your role is recognition. Chosen one, this moment is not random. The timing is precise. The preparation is complete. And what is approaching you carries the potential to shift the trajectory of your life. Stay ready. Stay present. And do not underestimate what is about to walk into your world. Chosen one, what you have been feeling lately is not confusion, and it is not anxiety, even though it may have felt uncomfortable. It is anticipation. Your spirit has been sensing movement before your eyes could see it. That restlessness, that subtle inability to settle, that feeling that something is about to change, even though you cannot explain what. That is your inner awareness responding to alignment that is already in progress. When something significant is approaching, the spirit recognizes it long before the mind understands it. There is a reason the last season felt unusually intense. You were not just living life, you were being prepared. Every delay, every interruption, every unexpected challenge was shaping you for precision timing. If this encounter had happened earlier, you might have missed its significance or mishandled its weight. Readiness is not about desire. It is about capacity. And capacity had to be built in you before this moment could arrive. Divine appointments are never rushed and never random. Every detail is calculated. Every variable is considered. Timing is chosen not by convenience, but by alignment. You may have wondered why things did not happen when you thought they should. Why doors stayed closed longer than expected. Why progress seemed slower than it should have been. The truth is, you were not being delayed. You were being positioned. During this season, your discernment has been sharpened in ways you may not have even noticed. You are no longer impressed by surface-level connection. You no longer move quickly just because something feels familiar. You have learned to pause, to sense, to feel beneath words and actions. This is not accidental. You needed to be able to recognize what was authentic when it appeared. The person approaching you may not look like what you imagined. They may not arrive in the packaging you expected, but something within you will know that this is not a random encounter. When this person enters your space, there will be a subtle shift. It will not be loud or dramatic. It will feel like clarity, like recognition, like something clicking into place. Trust that feeling. Do not override it with fear. Do not talk yourself out of what your spirit is confirming. Logic has its place, but discernment must lead in moments of alignment. Your capacity has also been expanded. The moments when you felt stretched beyond your limits were not breaking you. They were increasing your ability to carry more. Expansion often feels like pressure before it feels like strength. You were being prepared to receive something that could not fit into your old version of life. That is why comfort had to be disrupted. That is why familiarity had to be challenged. You may have noticed that your tolerance for misalignment has decreased. Things that once felt acceptable now feel heavy. Conversations that once energized you now feel draining. This is refinement. You were being tuned to a higher level of awareness, so you could steward what is coming without compromising it. Growth always requires release. Your motives were also being purified. Any need to grasp, chase, or force outcomes has been slowly stripped away. You were taught how to be grounded without needing external validation. This was necessary. Divine connections cannot be built on desperation. They must be approached from wholeness. And now, you are able to receive without clinging, to connect without losing yourself. The meeting itself may seem ordinary at first. A brief interaction, a simple conversation, something that could easily be dismissed as chance if you are not paying attention. But the significance will not be in the length of the encounter. It will be in the impact. Something will be exchanged that continues to unfold long after the moment passes. You may find yourself revisiting what was said, thinking about a question they asked, feeling drawn back to a sentence that landed deeper than expected. That is how you will know this was not coincidence. The results will be disproportionate to the interaction. The ripple effect will exceed the moment. True alignment always leaves a lasting imprint. Be aware that resistance often appears just before recognition. Distraction will try to pull your attention elsewhere. Doubt will whisper that you are overthinking, imagining things, or reading too much into it. This is not new. This is how meaningful moments are often missed. Stay present. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Answers often arrive through people. Direction is frequently delivered through conversation. Insight comes disguised as dialogue. Pay attention to who crosses your path and how you feel in their presence. Notice who speaks to something in you that you have not voiced. Notice who arrives at the exact moment you were asking for clarity or direction. You are not being asked to search for signs obsessively. You are being asked to stay open. Awareness does not require effort, it requires presence. When you are present, recognition happens naturally. What follows this encounter will unfold in stages. Clarity first, then movement, then opportunity. Momentum builds gradually but steadily. This is not about instant gratification. It is about sustainable alignment. And alignment, once established, changes everything. The reason this moment matters is not because it is dramatic, but because it is precise. Precision is what makes impact possible. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly on time. Chosen one. Trust the process that brought you here. Trust the preparation that shaped you. And trust that what is approaching you has been timed with intention. Stay open. Stay alert. What is about to intersect with your life carries more weight than it appears at first glance. Chosen one. What happens after this encounter is where everything begins to move. The meeting itself is only the ignition point. It is the spark, not the fire. What follows is a sequence, doors opening in ways that feel connected yet surprising, aligned yet unexpected. This person is not arriving with just one answer or one opportunity. They are arriving as a key. And when a key is turned, it rarely unlocks only one door. It releases access, momentum, and direction all at once. You may not see it immediately. In fact, the most powerful shifts often start quietly. After the encounter, life may continue to look normal on the surface. Your routine may not change overnight, but internally, something will have settled into place. A clarity you did not have before will begin to form. Confusion that once lingered will lose its grip. Decisions that felt heavy will feel lighter. That is the first sign that alignment has occurred. It is important that you do not underestimate what has been placed in your hands. When divine connections are mishandled, it is usually because people expect too much too fast or too little altogether. Do not rush the process and do not dismiss it either. Honor the timing. Let things unfold naturally. Momentum that is forced collapses. Momentum that is stewarded compounds. Remember this clearly: this person is not coming to complete you. They are not coming to save you. They are not the solution to everything you lack. You are already whole. You have already been strengthened. This connection is additive, not corrective. It is collaboration, not dependency. When two whole people meet in alignment, what they build is sustainable. When one person clings to another for identity or validation, the connection fractures under pressure. Approach what follows with maturity and clarity. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Stay teachable. If opportunities open, do not assume you must say yes to everything immediately. Discernment does not end after the meeting. It becomes more important. Alignment attracts options, and not every option is an assignment. Choose wisely. On the other side of this encounter, you may notice an increase in movement. Conversations lead to introductions. Introductions lead to access. Access leads to opportunity. What once felt blocked begins to flow. This is not luck. It is the result of positioning. When you are in the right place at the right time with the right people, resistance decreases. Emotionally, you may experience a mix of excitement and sobriety. Excitement because something new has begun. Sobriety because you sense the weight of responsibility attached to it. Both are appropriate. Growth carries joy, but it also carries stewardship. You are being trusted with more because you have proven capable of handling what you already carried. You may feel moments of doubt after the encounter. This is normal. Doubt often follows breakthrough because the mind tries to catch up to what the spirit already knows. When that happens, return to presence. Reflect on what shifted within you, not just what happened externally. Transformation is often internal before it becomes visible. Do not be surprised if old patterns attempt to resurface. Comfort zones resist expansion. Familiar distractions may try to reclaim your attention. This is not failure. This is adjustment. Stay intentional. Guard your focus. What you nurture will grow. What you neglect will fade. You may also notice that some relationships begin to change. Not everyone will understand the shift you are experiencing. Not everyone is meant to go where you are going next. This does not require confrontation or explanation. Alignment naturally creates separation. Let it happen peacefully. Release without resentment. The ripple effect of this moment extends further than you can currently see. One conversation sets another in motion. One decision opens another path. This is how purpose unfolds, not in one dramatic leap, but in a series of aligned steps. Stay faithful in each one. Document what unfolds. Write it down. Capture your impressions, not just events. There will come a time when you look back and realize that this moment marked a clear before and after. Memory fades, but written testimony anchors understanding. Be patient with yourself as things evolve. You do not need to have everything figured out immediately. Clarity arrives in layers. Trust the unfolding. You have been prepared for this, even if it feels unfamiliar. As you move forward, keep your posture right. Gratitude keeps doors open. Humility keeps growth sustainable. Integrity protects momentum. The same principles that prepared you will now preserve what you are building. You are not stepping into something fragile. You are stepping into something intentional. What has been orchestrated was not rushed, and it will not collapse easily. Stay aligned. Stay aware. Stay rooted. Chosen one, this is not the end of a season. It is the activation of a new one. What you have waited for did not arrive all at once because it could not. It arrived precisely when you were ready to recognize it, receive it, and steward it. Move forward with confidence, not haste. With openness, not expectation. With faith, not fear. The path ahead is unfolding step by step, and you are exactly where you need to be.